most welcome to another episode of car electrical repair. And today we are working on a 2005 Toyota Prado Land Cruiser, and it has a fault of the right rear power window isn't working. And the issue with this, I'm suspecting either this control switch or a bad master switch, that one for this car. So we are starting with our diagnosis, and we are first going to look up for a wiring diagram of this, and we will first open this side, confirm that we have good powers and grounds on this socket. We go far with our diagnosis. Okay, now we have this wiring diagram, and it's a Toyota Land Cruiser power window system. This one is a coming app. It's compatible on all Android phones, and right now we are on 2005 power window system, and this is the wiring diagram. As you see here, right now we have the main body ECU, and the main body ECU is the one that controls the power window switches. Here is the power master window switch, and as we go far, we are looking for a power rear, like power window switch rear right. Now we are on the right rear power window switch, this one here, and it is supplied with a fuse that is battery constant power on pin number 12 on this socket, as I'm going to show you. And it's supposed to have a constant power battery feed, and it's supplied with also a ground, powers and ground, because we only need, because this power switch, it receives constant battery power, and it also receives grounds on pin 7 and pin 9 as well. So it's pin 8, pin 12 and pin 7 and 9. Pin 7 and 9 are grounds, and pin 12 is our battery power. It is supposed to be constant, permanent power. It's supposed to be there. So let us go and check on our right rear socket that pins behind the switch. This is our socket that fits behind the switch. This one, as you see, it is plugged in behind here. This one is also a module by itself. It receives pulse width modulated signals from the master switch, and then it controls this power window. So we are supposed to look up for powers and grounds before we go on for our signals. We have to look for powers and grounds behind this wiring. We said pin 12, this is our pin 1. This one here is our pin 1. It means this one here is our pin 12. Pin 1 and this one will be our pin 12, because these are 6 and these are 6 as well. So we are supposed to look for power here. We are supposed to see power here on this socket, and see also power or grounds on these white and black wires. So let us hook up our test bulb, and this is our test bulb. As you see, the ignition switch, we do not need an ignition switch right now. So we are supposed to look for powers and grounds on this. So powers and grounds, check, and this is this is our test bulb, and it's connected to battery ground. When I find a power, it should light up, and this must have a constant power feed on this wire, on this green wire. So when we touch, you see, doesn't have any power here. See, so these are our grounds. We cannot test for grounds when we are connected to ground. We have to change the test bulb to battery positive, so that we can test for these grounds. So let us check for this fuse. We say it is under a fuse, that is fuse 20 amps. That's a power window switch on the inside fuse box. So let's check for this fuse and go on with our testing. We see if this fuse is good. So we are looking for this fuse that powers up the right rear power window switch. So it's fuse 20 amps, and it has identifications of P, which is rear right, RR, and then PW, which is the power window. So let's test that fuse and see if it's good. It's the fuse right here. We are inside the vehicle and we are going to look up for fuse number, like you see on this cover of the fuse box. It shows this one is starter, power window. This one here is our right, it's our rear right power window, and we have to check for power as we connected to battery ground. As we connected to ground, let us check for the power on that. It's fuse number 4 from down in this row. From in this row from down is fuse number 4. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let us check for it is 1, 2, 3, and then fuse number 4. Focus there. So you see, we have battery power, we have power on both sides. We have power. This side we have power, and this side we have power. So it means that the fuse is good, and now we have to look for this wiring, the wire from the fuse box to the switch behind. So now what we have is that we do not have power on this signal, on this wire, and we see that the fuse is good, but we do not have power on this wire. So it means we either have a broken wire from here to the fuse box, or the fuse box itself is faulty. So let us check for wire for continuity from this wire here to the fuse box. So before we go any further with the continuity check, I would like to first open this point here. Open this point here, do a wiggle check, see if we can get power back on this socket. So when I do open here, I see a wire, a green wire, and it's supposed to be the wire inside here. So what I want to rule out is that we have continuity from here, from the socket through the door to this wire here, because I do not want to open this whole panel. So I want to check for continuity from here to this to this wire here, this green one. So with the multimeter set to continuity, I will take my the probe behind this wire. So we were making a continuity check from this pin to this line here, the green wire. So with my meter connected to, you see, when I shut them out, it makes a beep. It makes a beep to confirm that my meter is working. So we have to check this wire here, and when I touch it, you see, when I try to pierce it, it does not beep. It means we have a broken wire from here to this to this socket here inside. So what I did, I tried pulling it out, pulling this wire out, and say, guys, you have a broken wire. It's broken from here. So it means we have a problem from this socket to right here. And we try, when we try to measure power on this line, on this green wire, like we saw our fuse is good, battery ground, and then when we touch this wire here, see, we have power already. So our problem is a broken wire in the door itself. So in this joint, it's our problem. Okay guys, I won't be able to show you the process of repair on this window switch, the right rear, because I've got some cars to work on right there, and when we fix that wire, the window switch will be actually fixed. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. If you're interested in my channel, you can subscribe YouTube as well as TikTok. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.